Hello everybody, welcome to your Exercise at Home series brought to you by Monash Council. My name is Andrew and you're about to do a freestyle body balance inspired yoga, tai chi, pilates blended class with an emphasis on strength and balance today, predominantly strength. So we're going to first of all loosen ourselves up, make sure you've got light, comfortable clothing, you have some water nearby, you've got a mat or something comfortable to stand on, maybe your own luxurious carpet or your own beautiful floorboards, whatever your knees or whatever might want to comfortably kneel upon when the time comes. Maybe you can get like little bits of mat to put under your knees at that time. And we will be starting with some tai chi and then do some yoga for strength and a bit of mobility, and then add in a sprinkle of Pilates and more yoga, and then finish off with a refreshing stretch. If you are injured or pregnant, please follow the advice of your healthcare provider. And if any of the shapes that I suggest to you don't feel exactly right for your body, adjust them for yourself until they do, or even completely leave out or change some exercises if you feel they are not doing you the best. So I obviously can't see you for this class, so you'll need to be the custodian of your own body and look after yourself and make sure you move gracefully and well and kindly for your future as well as your present. So let's begin with some Tai Chi. We'll take our feet a little bit wide, we'll float our knees, we'll tuck our tailbones under, and we'll let our arms hang long from soft, relaxed shoulders. Then inhale, rise through the wrists. Exhale, fall through the wrists and hips. Then pull your elbows in, breathe in and shine out through the top of your chest. And then breathe out and gently push as you relax your shoulders. So in and rise, out and fall, in and open, out and relax. Rise like a gentle wave, opening the chest and pulling your elbows together behind you slightly to really get that beautiful stretch through your chest. Letting every bit of this wake you up, mobilize you, and at the same time, let your arms feel light. So enjoy and create movement through your hips. Feel your shoulders drop as your arms push forwards. And imagine your tailbone and the back of your head are sliding up and down a velvet covered wall behind you. So you're rising and falling, feeling vertical all the way. Inhale as you expand your chest in every way, and then exhale and push. We'll do a couple more of these. And on the last one, really emphasize keeping your knees nice and wide so you feel the stretch in the hips as well as the warmth in your legs. Now, reach down to the floor, pick up a big scoop of imaginary floor, throw it high, and then melt your weight over to your right-hand side and soar downwards, and then pick up through the middle, rise, slip off into the left leg, floating down through your albatross arms, and then rise. So you should feel like a soaring bird on the way down and like a celebrating human on the way up. Picking up your imaginary golden coins and throwing them in the air, celebrating the fact that you're moving, you're working kindly for your body during this stay-at-home period, where there are a few cracks of proverbial sunlight shining through the clouds, as we can really imagine there being a time when this is done, and stories we can tell our children or grandchildren. We'll do one more each side. Feeling graceful and slow, and seeing how much closer to the floorboards you get each time through. And now bring your feet together, and with a sense of flow, breathe in, lift the right leg and your wrists. I'll turn side on to show this. Breathe out and push forward. Breathe in and rock onto your heel. And breathe out and push forward again as you land on the ball of your feet. Return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And breathe out again. So you can either go forward, forward, or 45, 45, or side, side. Whichever feels most interesting to you. Maybe even change it up each time. Give yourself a little surprise. See a different part of your own room. Look at something on the bookcase. Maybe a book. Radical thought. A different book each time. Bit of fluff on the wall. A beautiful picture on the wall. Anything at all. So lift, float, feeling yourself washing backwards and forwards, almost like you're swimming through the air with your hands and feeling your body respond in kind. We'll do 2 more each side. And as you do this, let your hands feel patient and soft. Let your whole body be the wave. One more. Out we flow. In we rock. Out we flow again. Washing lightly and relentlessly along the imaginary beach at the line of your chest. There we are. So hopefully now we feel a little bit looser. We'll just do a sun salutation sequence now. We're practicing this and doing this kind of thing every single class. So hopefully now you're getting more and more comfortable with the general flavour. We'll add a few little bit different things in to make it interesting. So toes together, knees together, hands together. Inhale, extended mountain, reaching your fingers to the peak. Exhale, bend knees first, whatever you need, and then tipping with a straight back first. Forward fold, belly onto thighs, hands by toes. Hands come to shins, big breath in, flat back extend. Turning up through the tailbone as well as lifting up through the chest. Pushing the hands against the shins and rolling the shoulders back and out. Then breathe out, forward fold again. Right leg, take a long lunge backwards. Low hips, horizontal eyes. Allow your hips to settle into the stretch. And let your knee remain directly above your ankle. Then press both hands to the floor about shoulder width apart and sweep back to a downward facing dog. This one here, whole body stretch. Extend the arms and push your tailbone into the corner of the room behind you, and then try as much as you can to melt your heels towards the floor. Then come forwards, lifting through the belly button, floating your shoulders over your wrists and dropping to your knees just for the first round to make sure everything gets warm and ready. Then float the elbows, or rather the chest down between the elbows, keeping the elbows snug into the body, hovering for a moment, and then hit the floor, roll the shoulders back, looking forwards, squeezing the blades, then tuck your toes, come back behind, and we'll do that sequence again. Hold your downward facing dog, stretch through the back, push your nose towards your toes, and then lifting through the belly button, unravel your spine across the sky from tailbone up through to shoulders, maybe this time staying on your toes or dropping to your knees again. Levitate slowly down towards the floor. Hips land gently, and as you push up, you can either squeeze back for the baby cobra again, or you can explore some more movement in your upper back and see where you can push to have your spine mobile, but your lower back still happy and not feeling crushed or jackknifed back there. Tuck your toes, return to downward facing dog, pressing all 10 fingers into the floor and spreading them apart. 2 bear's paws right there. Then look forward, bend both knees and springboard your right leg between your hands, moving slowly and noticing if you do get stuck on the way, reaching down, helping it through, making sure your shin's vertical before you do the next bit of the move, where you lower the hips and raise the eyes and relax the shoulders as much as possible. Then bring your rear foot in,
click the legs together, hang in your forward fold, and then roll your spine up, reaching for the ceiling, and then we'll go straight into it. Dive down to your toes, bend knees, dive in, fold in half, hands on shins, pushing hands together and spreading chest apart, expanding the heart, contracting the back, and lengthening head through to tail. Then down with a forward fold again, and lunge back with the left foot. Take a generous step. Find a spot where you feel comfortable to sink towards the floor and feel the stretch through. Then hands hip width apart, downward facing dog. Long through the back, long through the arms, and low through the heels. Stick your tailbone to the ceiling and then stick the rest of your spine vertebra by vertebra as you fly proud and beautiful through. Then take your time. Let this strength challenge be a challenge. Float, 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 hover. Hold in the hover. Don't hit the floor yet. Don't hit the floor yet. Hit the floor yet. Down we go. Breathe in, squeeze back, rise and keep on rising, and celebrate by relaxing and rolling your shoulders behind. Then tuck your toes, back we go. Let your elbows gently brush your earlobes, turn your elbows in, feel an inward pressure between the elbows as you stretch out, and then fly for the second last time. So holding here, superheroes, strong, be a person of steel, especially through the belly, holding up the back, and then slowly submerge into pure joy. Hang at the bottom, 3, 2, 1, then hips to the floor, and then big breath in and open chest out. So inhale with a proud heart, tuck the toes, push away, melt, feel like a beautiful triangular coiled spring, and then springboard for the last flight across the sky. Soar, soar, soar. And as you soar, float down, hold just before you hit the floor. 4, 3, 2, and feather-like touch. Breathe in and lift and feel your spine expand through the upper back and be joyful through the lower back. Tuck the toes, back we go. Now bend both knees, look forwards and let your left foot take the plunge, take the step. Come through, land between your hands, sink hips and raise eyes first, then bring your foot in and forward fold. Pour your belly all over your thighs and then round and reach and rise and then finish. Hands by sides, chest still spread across the ceiling. Well done. Okay, so we are now warm, we're now a little bit tingly. Let's do some yoga to keep that going. So we're going to start out with a nice challenging leg strength sequence. If you need to rise and take a few breaks, or take a break, make it a break for a moment and then come back in as soon as you dare to get that sense of heat in the muscles extended through time. So we're going to start with the warrior one. Warrior one is where your hips and chest are squared off ahead of you. Your feet are about tram tracks apart. Your rear foot is completely on the floor, especially the outside edge from the little toe through to the heel. And then you bend into your right leg. Now obviously the lower you go, the more excitingly warrior-ish it is. And then see if you can just let your upper body sit gracefully above. Roll your shoulders back slightly to emphasize an open chest, while at the same time working your legs strongly. And try and drive that rear leg straight as you challenge and bend into the lead one. Arms reach gently overhead. Keeping the arms narrow, pulling back through the thumbs, and seeing if you can imagine your chest in high beam, scanning up the wall in front of you, millimetre by millimetre. Now something that they call wonderful pose. So hopefully you'll feel the experience as you put your hands there,
Take your arms wide. Imagine a ray of pure joy bursting from the ceiling, hitting you across the chest and radiating out of your fingers. So if something really awesome happened to you today, where would you put your arms to celebrate that fact? Roll the shoulders back and bask in the joy of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now bring your head forward, take your hands behind, and go sleek and low. Hold the knuckles together, get your belly close to your thigh, and sink and lower through your hips. 4, 3, 2, kick it out of there. You can either take the opposite leg on the same side, or if you want to see a different bit of the room, you can turn to the other side, where the other leg is in front. So warrior 1, tram track, reform on the floor, bend through the front leg, sinking low through the hips, floating high through the heart and head, and also through the fingertips. So reaching up your fingertips, challenge yourself by dropping low, and if you find, as I did, this foot felt like it was a bit too far behind, you want your front shin to be vertical in your deep challenge position. Fingers high, elbows back. See if you can try and create a panorama by getting your arms out of the way. And for those of us who are a bit compressed through our upper back, so hunch in calves and chests, this is the remedy for that. But it's a slow remedy, has to be taken little bits at a time each day. Wonderful pose. Extraordinary things are happening, and you, as an interpretive dancer, are expressing it through your body. Palms up, fingers wide, chest even wider, basking in whatever radiant glory is shining at you from overhead, either in real life or just in your vivid imagination. And then head forward, knuckles together, low, 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 sleek and deep. Feel a bit like a ninja. You are agile, you are strong, you are low and ready to explode. 8, 7, 6, 5, roll the shoulders back a bit more, drop this a bit more, 2, 1, and have a bit of a shake. Just for some fun, we'll drop into an intense pose. Hearts high. This is like a standing thunderbolt. Your butt goes back, your feet stay on the floor, you squeeze together through the knees, and you shine up through the fingertips. Inhale, lift by 1 millimeter. Exhale, drop by 3 millimeters. Inhale, exhale, inhale, dropping by 3 millimeters each time, saying lower, lower, lower. Then one more. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Squeeze knees, strengthen butt, shine through chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take off. Excellent. Okay, now, more strength for our legs. Right leg will be having the fun. We're now going to go for warrior 2. Warrior 2 is more of a press between panes of glass kind of pose. Hips and chest stay square, perpendicular to the legs, and then you drop down. This whole foot's on the floor, outer edge cutting, sinking through here, rolling back through the hips, and centering your body above your hips if you can. Try to avoid leaning too much one way or the other, so you can go straight up and down. And then once you're there with the legs, bring the arms, and let the arms really feel like wide albatross wings. Air under there, softening all through the upper body while you plant through the lower body. Now let's move. Inhale for a sun warrior. Bring up your right hand, let your left hand drape behind you, and as you peel away from the front leg, the right leg, drop a little bit to match. Peeling, and make sure it's a sideways peel, not a backwards peel. If you feel jam through the lower back, swivel side on and feel a concertina through the side rib cage here. Good. Now come the other way. Either anchor the elbow bring the hand to the ankle or bring the hand all the way to the floor and come for an extended warrior. So reaching in straight lines. Droopy weeping willows with punched hips. And so you want the hips low, the arms strong. If you find your hips aren't kinked, then unkink the rest of the body in the line of the hips and take the support wherever it may be. So you can do the pose from here, from here, from here, from here, from here, just wherever you go, the whole body comes as one. That's the center, this is the radius, drawing out towards your depths. Breathe in, come back to a sun warrior. Opening up high. I know. Breathe with the strength in the legs. Hang in there, we'll do one more on this side. Breathe out, come through for your extended warrior. Low, low, low with a smile. And try if you can to revolve the chest upwards a little bit. So instead of sort of closing down towards the floor, see if you can roll back through the upper arm, getting the top elbow out of the vision of your eye, out of the peripheral vision of your eyes as you look forward if you can. 3, 2, 1. Oh, excellent. Legs officially alive, or at least this one is. Let's go for this one as well. Warrior 2. Turn out, blade to the floor, lower, center the body. Feel this hip roll backwards. That foot and that foot grounded. Tear the floor apart, and then make it all peace and love above the waist. Pin the shoulders slightly so the chest expands and you feel your fingers extend out to infinite horizons. Can you melt a little bit more through the left leg? Low for strength. Sun warrior. Rib cage shines sideways up as you peel away. Renew the challenge by moving your hip down towards your bottom heel as you peel away and mobilize the size of your own body. Some people have to look at the palm of their hand. It can be quite a dramatic thing to do. So if you feel dramatic, by all means, express it that way. And now, extended warrior. Anchor, anchor, anchor your body. If you're not sure, start high and then slowly initiate more sink through the hips rather than committing to trying to go too low and then kinking yourself out of there. So straight as an arrow, all the way through your elbow, through your wrist, out to your longest fingertip, revolving upwards, smiling, or you go low, 4, 3, 2, sun warrior. Up we come. Feel the relief out of the main leg, left leg, turning it up, peeling it up, admiring it up, and floating down. Good, good, good. So really good mobility here combined with the strength, the ability to move and be strong, all rolled into one. Then sun warrior. Over you go. Steel rulers above, revolution, turning the top elbow backwards, spiraling the upper chest. Hang in there, hang in there. When you're in trouble, breathe. Take a slow, deliberate breath in and a breath out and use the exhale to withstand your own pressure. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and done. Whew. Okay. Tingle, 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 tingle. Let's do a bit of balance. So for this one here, move at a speed that suits you and be as creatively adventurous as you dare. Just the act of having more weight on one leg than the other is giving you balance, is firing up your brain, is giving you joint health. So if you get frustrated, you think, I'm wobbling around, go into it smoothly. And if you fall off, get straight back in and just do what suits you. Maybe the other foot will stay on the floor slightly. It doesn't have to leave the floor. And if it does, Doesn't have to rise into the stratosphere. So feet together, heart high. We'll raise our right knee in front of us. And if we choose to, we'll also raise both hands overhead. Now slowly, with a sense of humour, tip forward, kick the leg back, and slowly reach your fingertips back with your rear foot so you're flying forward like a capital T. Aspiring to nose, hip and rear heel all in one horizontal line, rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest towards the ground, and then rise in and lift up. Tall through the heart, tall through the collarbone, tall through the knee, and then tip and kick back behind. Now we're going to try, with a bit of fun, 4 of these quick with your breath. As you breathe in, you're going to rise up. As you breathe out, you're going to flow through and kick. So inhale, exhale. And you see, wobbling is healthy and fun and induces laughter. Inhale and exhale. So the more adventurous you are, you can go quickly and explosively. You can go slowly and cautiously. Inhale, exhale, and then lucky last, in and exhale. Other leg. Maybe this is your co-side, maybe this is your unco-side. Let's find out. Rise. Tall through the fingers, tall through the chest, tall through the knee, tall through your attitude, and then slowly tip. Enjoy the transition. Be on a non-COVID infested cruise ship and enjoy the slow, majestic flow of the waves of your own movement. Rolling back, stretching through the fingers, pinning through the shoulder blades, then up slow, rise, fingers and knee high, back as straight as possible. So try not to crumple back in the wake of the rising knee, but instead rise to the occasion. Get your chest above your belly button, tall through the front body, and then tip and reach. Heel behind, nose in front. And now, just like before, 4 quick. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we dive. In and up. Exhale and dive. Rise on the inhale. Kick and fly on the exhale. In and out. And then lucky last. Up we go, smiles to the corners of our mouth. Then exhale, back we go. Well, that was a lot of fun. So, all done with that. Let's come now to the floor. And we will do, yes, we'll do exactly that. So, we're going to start out in all fours on the floor with a couple of options. So, first of all, let your chest come nice and high. Let your belly button be the shape of a greyhound. Close your pelvic floor so that lifts your belly button into your lower back. And now, if you really want to challenge yourself, tuck your toes and instead of having your knees on the floor, levitate with your knees slightly off the floor and your shins parallel. Then whether your knees are on the floor, whether you're levitating, breathe in, and as you breathe out, take one leg back into a plank shape. Now you may want to make this the end of your option and come back in. Otherwise, other leg back in a plank shape, then reverse it with each breath. Inhale, knee hovers off the floor or knee on the floor. Exhale, knee hovers off the floor. So we're going to move on an inhale and exhale. Inhale, one foot. Exhale, other foot. Inhale, exhale, return. In and out. So the faster you breathe, the faster you're going to move. Now when we get to the plank, hold here, whatever your version of plank is. Maybe drop to your knees if you choose for the first round. Take your hands wide, push up, and rise. Bring your hands in under the shoulders, lift off the knees if you choose, return in. So out, out, hand, hand, push up, rise, hands, in, knee, in, 2 more. Here, here, hands nice and wide for a good push up. And as you push, have your heels of your palms level with your brow line rather with your eyes and head. That way your shoulders will feel better. Rise up, hand, hand, knee, knee. 1 more. Okay, you can do anything for the last one. Out we go, out we go. Slow and smile. Rise and smile. In, return, return. Now take your knees apart. Sit your butt back on your heels and bring some relief through your upper body. Stretching out through the chest. Sinking your chest between your kneecaps. Okay, so let's come down now, do a bit of back and butt strengthening. Going to go for a pose called iguana pose. Tongue out, optional. Fingertips light on the floor, levitating your head. Keep your feet nicely anchored down, and if you can, even maybe squeeze your thighs together. As you breathe in, lift the back of your neck, so not your head looking forward and cranking your neck, but rather like a mother cat picking up the back, her kitten by the scruff of its neck. Lift by the scruff of your neck, pull your shoulder blades back together, keeping your eyes on the floor below your nose. Then hands go wide, in, and come down halfway. So breathe in, lift the back of the neck. Breathe out, reach wide. Breathe in, fingers hover. Breathe out and come down halfway. 3 more of those. In, open out, back in and down. Couple more. So really roll the shoulders back and come back and halfway down. And then lucky last, reaching wide, returning and floating. And now to finish off, to feel really good, come to the up position, take hands wide, then stretch your arms back about 45 degrees like they're the swept back wings of a fighter jet, and then extend through your fingers and peel up open through your chest and feel power between your shoulder blades. Strong posture, stretching from here to the edges of the room. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your head on your hands and then gently kick your feet like a swimmer with a kickboard. Making sure your knees stay straight, feeling your thighs leave the floor and extending out through your big toes so your legs seem long and tapered and weightless. In feeling, that'll help recruit the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, and stop. There we go. One more thing actually, we'll do a bit of a stretch and then we'll do a bit of a stretch. So stretch and strength, this is such a fun way to finish a class. Half bow, reach back with the hand on the same side of the leg, and then either lift your upper body and pull through, pull the heel into the butt to get the thigh stretch and the upper back strength, or feeling really adventurous, reach back on both sides and grab and pull and try to make yourself as much of a wheel as possible. A wheel of fortune, a wheel of upper back fortune. So pulling through the hands to get your chest high, kicking through the legs to lift through the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Halfway down if you're on one side, switch to the other side now. And then up, up, up and away. Tumbleweeds of joy. The tumbleweeds across the credits as the class is reaching a close. Pull, pull, pull. Shoulders back, heart high. 5, 4, 3, 2. Collapse in bliss. Come back into a child's pose. Sit on your heels, stretch through your hands. Melt through your heart. And catch your breath. So you lit a few fires today. You definitely created some heat in your body. Created some neural signals that'll build strength. Strength based on what you eat for the rest of the day, how well you sleep tonight. So eat and sleep in a way that honours exactly what you're wanting to do for yourself. And then rise up a little bit. Come through, sitting comfortably. You can either do the fantastic yogi lotus thing if you're flexible and rubber banding your legs, or if just crossing your legs is an achievement, achieve it with joy. Then turn up through the hands, roll out through the thumbs, shine through the chest, in through the chin and up through the crown. And then breathe tall, stacking your spine ever more vertical, filling your head with imaginary helium and letting it extend and float up off your entire spine. And as you roll back through the thumbs, feel your whole body open and illuminate from the belly and the heart, upwards and outwards. If you actually imagine that, if you can actually feel that in your mind's eye and in your viscera, you'll also feel the benefits of that experience flow into you as well. You'll feel taller, you'll feel more centered, you'll feel stronger. One deep mindful breath in right below the belly button. And then as you breathe out, relax the top of the shoulders and feel your head float ever so slightly higher. Thank you for attending this freestyle yoga Tai Chi Pilates blended class. My name is Andrew. See you again next week. And indeed, of course, when the gym reopens and the classes return, I look forward to seeing you live and in person then. Thank you for coming along. Bye bye.